came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. He makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The short hands, it's Silver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Delaware. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Western Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws out the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Henry. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Under fire. That's caught. It's Henry. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Silver. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Brown will flow it. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarter.
He's got it at the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They are up by 7 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's West. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's a running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Let's go. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hilltoppers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Brown wants to pass. Now improvising. Pumps it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Brown will throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Blue Hens had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Blue Hens will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Got it near midfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Silver. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start...
Turning on the Jets. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Off the bootleg, find a little space. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Buys a little time. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's West. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 40.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Parks. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hutchinson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed near the marker. It's Henry. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Takes an easy throw in the flat. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. Listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Brown wants to pass. He's got him. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
He's loose. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say,
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure.
nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Got a man, it's Hutchison. And he'll be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Bolden. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Topper.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Brown will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Using his legs, it's Silver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been...